Well, hi everybody, it's Hubby here with Just About Anything Garage, and I welcome you to an absolutely beautiful day here in Agawam. I think it's the 27th of March here, and it's in the afternoon, and we've got pleasant weather here. So we're going to do another exciting episode of Behind the Scenes for you. And I know we've been pumping a lot of those out instead of the project stuff. That's because I keep hitting roadblocks on the project stuff. But we're real close, so we'll be popping out some of those real soon. But in the meantime, there's always stuff here that we need to do behind the scenes in order to keep the channel running and to get the projects done. All right, and one of the things is we do generalized maintenance, of course, with things. So I did my routine. I had the C30, lovingly known as Laverne, parked in here. I pulled her out because we wanted to do some maintenance on the lift here. And what we found out with the lift is cable tension wise, let me pull the level out of the way, we're pretty good with that. Although this side, this is the left side post as we face it here, is clicking a little bit before this one. So we're going to go ahead and do an adjustment. And I think what we're going to do, rather than tightening this one up, because these are pretty tight in terms of where they need to be, we're going to loosen off on this one just a little bit. This one's pretty tight too, as I just showed you earlier, right in here. So we'll back that cable off a little bit when we do it, but we want to put it under load initially to see if it still clicks, because I was checking it unloaded. But what we do here is, you see we have a little bit of a droop. I don't know if you can see it. That's close to the floor as versus that one's up in the floor. So part of that's some of the pins looseness in manufacturing, but some of it is also, if I can show you here, let's go ahead and put the level on it. And I don't know if you can see the bubble, but we're off a little bit here. It needs to go back a little bit in order to do that. So things have settled in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get set up. We're going to loosen up these two bolts right here, and then that one in the back. We're going to put 1/16 shims under that to get that leveled back up there, and then we'll tighten it on down, and we'll see where we're at, and we're going to show you the process for doing that. I've got shims right here that came with it, still left. They're 1/16 shims. They're used to fit into the bolts. They recommend that you do full shims, and this has got full shims, the initial ones I put in under there, but we're just going to stick these under the bolts because they don't have 1/16 material. Excuse me, 1/16 material to put under that. So let me go ahead and get things set up here with the camera set up. We'll get the tools out. Go ahead, we'll loosen those up. We'll get a big bar underneath, step on it to get it up a little bit, and then we'll get these shims in, tighten everything back down, and recheck our level to see if we're back to plumb on that. All right, so you guys hang on, and we'll be right back to go ahead and do that. All right, so let's loosen these bolts up a little bit. Shouldn't do anything to move over. We're going to use the 3/4 inch drive to do that. They're torqued down to 85 foot-pounds, and we'll re-torque them. Give us a couple threads here to work with. Feels like those might have loosened up a little bit. And we're going to do this back one here just to make sure that we have enough stretch power. Okay. And we'll drop the light off, seeing so again. All right. Shims. And a big bar to see if we can move that. Well, maybe. There we go. A bigger bar. Oh, kids on bikes making noises. All right. This right here. You can't get this in somewhere. Get that wedged up a little bit. Oh, here's what I was looking for. And Thor, you here too? Where'd Thor end up? We're gonna need Thor. Good question. I'm thinking that this will dry probably in there. Providing I can find Thor. Excuse me passing in front of the camera. Now you'd think when you pick up that you put stuff in the same place, but I mean, I apparently did because Thor was sitting there. All right, let's see if we can get this to shim up a little bit so that we can get those under. Okay. Loose enough? We're loose enough. This should be fun. See if we can get this up some way. Doesn't want to go under the edge at all. All right. See if we can drive a shim in anyways. Get that to go in there. Yeah, nothing can ever be easy, right? Let's see if we can get this to shim in somewhere. Okay. Probably go if we can tap it in with a screwdriver or something. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what happens. It's going. Keep it level. Okay, one shim in. Now let's see if we can get the other one done. Let's see if we can get this shim in. Just gotta go over just a little. Yeah, there we go. Spin it around. Out of the way. Right, 2 shims in. Let's check where we are with the level. All right, let's get the one that's clearest. Doink. Oh, that's better. Up a little. I actually could probably use another one. I'm not sure I can get another one in there. So let's clamp it down and see what we get. Because I don't think we're fitting another shim in there. And it's only out by what? Maybe a 32nd. So not horrible. Let's get these bolts tightened. Torque down. Okay. Okay. I'm going to check the torque. All right, let's grab the torque wrench. This is a Pro torque wrench here. Got it from Eastwood. Get it adjusted. Right there. All right. Oh, drop it right off. Get it loose. There we go. There we go. Almost. There we go. One more click out of it. Okay. Torque down. All right, let's relook. Pull you guys off so you can get a closer view. What we're looking at here. You can't see it quite that high. Oh yeah, see, we're off just a snap. I mean, it's in the bubble, right? So maybe a 30-second off, but it's pretty straight. So we got that done. That's all tightened. And my philosophy is do your maintenance, right? Make sure you get everything done. And when I purchased this, you could certainly find these used all over the place on Marketplace, but I don't do that because when it comes to something like this, safety is paramount. And with the used ones, they may be fine, but you really have to do a thorough inspection of them on everything. And you really need to see them operate so you can catch anything that's wrong with them. That's why I got brand new, because I wasn't going to put my life in the hands of somebody telling me, oh, it's perfect, it works great. I just don't do that with stuff like this. So anyways, just a quick behind the scenes. We go ahead, we got that done. We're going to load it, put it up, and check the cables, but you've seen me do that several times already. So we'll go ahead and we end this one here. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. And we'll have a bunch of project stuff coming out real soon. Just had to wait for some parts and get some stuff out of the way, and we're ready to go. All right, so we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.